Hello everyone, welcome to Ocean Cafe. Now in today's lesson, my focus will be showing you how to simplify linear algebraic expressions. So before we begin to simplify algebraic expression, so here are some of the basic that all of you need to be familiar with, right, when it comes to adding and subtracting the expression, right? You need to know how to read the number of terms, right? What's the difference between linear and non-linear terms, all right? And also if you see a number right in front of a variable, in this case, so this 3 is called the coefficient of y. Yeah, so for another example, so you see the letter x. So this x here, there is no number in front of it, so this number here is actually, right, the coefficient which is equals to 1. So here are some of the basic that you must know very well before we can proceed. So in this video, I will be going through this 6 expression, all right, to show you step by step how can we actually simplify them. Yeah, so and these are the 6 expression that has been arranged, all right, from the easy, right, to the more difficult questions. So do stay till the end, all right. I will show you how to simplify all of them. So in the process, all right, as I simplify the expression, I break it out into these 3 steps, all right. So when I go through all the 6 questions, I will be showing you how I'll be using these 3 steps, right? And some of the important things that you also need to know, all right? That means when you see bracket, you need to know that it is multiply. So along the way, when we actually simplify, we need to know some of all these conditions, yeah? So which means the operation minus times minus equals to plus, all right, for example. So I'll be going through with you how to make use of all this information. Okay, so let's start with the very first expression here. So over here in this case, in this expression, this is the easier one. So over here, what you see is that there is no bracket. So once there is no bracket, right, I can actually move into step 2. So step 2 here, it says that I need to collect the like terms. So what are the like terms? So for example, I have 2y and negative y. So these are the like terms. So I need to combine them together. So one thing you need to take note is that the sign in front of the letter, it is actually together. Yeah, so make sure you include the sign as well. Now then, once I have done this, I move on to the next one, which is 3x minus x, and then followed by the constant, which is 3 plus 2. So with this, what I can do is I can start to simplify the expression. So 2y minus y, right? I simply have y, and then 3x minus x will give me 2x, and then 3 plus 2, that is equals to 5. So this expression is very easily done. Now let's take a look at the second question. Now, so second question here, you notice that there is a bracket already. So if there is a bracket, which means I will have to remove the bracket. So for this, what I need to do is I'm going to apply what we call the rainbow method. So I'm going to multiply the negative sign into each of these terms. So there are 3 terms here. So what I need to do is I need to multiply the negative sign to all the 3 terms. So what I have here is negative times positive k. So negative times positive will give me a negative, right? So which means therefore I will have a negative k, and then plus 2h minus 1. So let's take a look at the sign. So minus minus, all right. So I have the negative k here. So the next one I have negative times negative h. So this will give me plus 2h. Right. Then the last one I have negative times plus. So negative and plus, I will get a negative. So that is how I get a negative sign here. Yeah. So over here I'm actually applying some of this the rule, right, when you multiply the negative sign. So again, this question here is just going to pay attention to the negative sign. In the next question, so what I have here again, there is a bracket. Yeah, so remember, bracket means multiply. So what I have is I have a number in front of the bracket. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is step 1, since there is a bracket, I will need to apply rainbow to remove the bracket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 2 to each of the terms. Yeah, so what I have here is 2 times 3y, so hence it gives me 6y. Then the next term here, I'll have 2 times negative 2x, so therefore this will give me negative 4x. So this is done pretty easily. Now, so let's look at question 4. Now over here, I have again another bracket. So earlier on I have already shown you how to multiply, right? So since I have bracket, so I'm going to do the step 1 first, which is remove the bracket. So I'm going to apply rainbow. Yeah, so first term, which is a 5x, all right, there's nothing much I can do, so I just just remain. So what I do is I multiply, so 2 times y, this give me 2y, and then 2 times negative x, this will give me negative 2x, and then 2 times 2y, this will give me plus 4y. Now, so once I'm done with step 1, I am ready to move to step 2. So step 2 over here, I will need to collect the like terms. So collecting the like terms, so therefore I start with the x, so I have 5x minus 2x. So I remain. Then the next one is I collect the like terms, so therefore I have 2y plus 4y. So this remain. So once I have here, all I need to do is simplify. So this is pretty easy. So this will give me just 3x and then plus 6y. So over here at this point, all these are very much still very simple. Okay, here I am at the last two questions, all right, and over here these two questions can be a little bit more tricky, so I hope you pay attention to the negative sign and how do I multiply them and how do I add and subtract all the like terms. Yeah, now so for question 5, so again I have to apply rainbow, all right, to remove the bracket. So doing this, I'm able to have 3e plus 2. Now let's again take a look at the sign, all right, because I have negative sign, right? So I have negative, all right, so I have it here, so negative and plus, this will give me negative. So this follow this rule here. Then the last one, negative and negative, this will give me a plus, which is follow this one here. All right, negative negative give me plus. Now once I have here, so step 1 is done, so I'm ready to move into step 2. Now step 2, again I want to collect the like terms, so I'm going to collect the 3e and minus 2e, so I combine them, this will give me E. So what I have done is I actually straight away add or subtract the like terms already. So 3e minus 2e, this will give me E. Now then what I have here is minus f. So minus f is stand alone, so I can just remain. Then the last one, all right, I'm going to collect the constant term, all right, which is plus 2 plus 3, and this will give me plus 5 straight away. So over here, this is still not too bad, right? It is still easily done. Now, what I would like all of you to pay attention is the last one, all right? Question 6. So over here, you notice that there are two brackets. So when there are two brackets, so therefore I will need to apply rainbow 2 times. So the rainbow for the first bracket and then the rainbow for the second bracket. So to do this, first bracket, I will multiply 4 into each term, all right, inside the bracket. So this will give me 4r minus 4s. So why is this green? Right, this is a term whereby a lot of students always forget to multiply the 4 to the second term. First term, no problem, but it is the second term, right, that is the one that students tend to miss out. So likewise for the second one, all right, the second half here, the second bracket, so when I multiply in, I have minus 3s, and then remember to multiply the 3 to the 2 as well. So 3 times 2 therefore give me 6. Now again, remember to check the sign. So let's check the sign. So I have a negative here. So negative. So therefore this sign here is negative. So the second sign, all right, so it's minus, minus. So therefore minus minus, they will give me plus. So I have it here. So now, all right, step 1 is done. All right, I applied the rainbow. So I'm ready to move on to step 2, which is collect the like terms. So collecting the like terms, I have 4r and 6r. So this will give me 10r. So 4 plus 6 give me 10. Now what I would like all of you to pay attention here is the negative 4s, negative 3s. Now this is the one that students usually make mistake over here. So bear in mind, what I would like to get all of you to pay attention to is this. All right, so if you have difficulty here, so listen up. So negative here, you can interpret it as you owe. So for example, this simply means that if you have minus 4s, so that means assuming that you owe me $4, and then you owe me another $3. So total, how much do you owe me? All right, so basically if you owe me So I just add up the two numbers. So total, all right, you actually owe me $7. So that's how you get 10R minus 7S. Yeah, so that's how you can get the answer. Alternatively, if you still find this very confusing, then the faster way will be using the calculator to help you. So you can just simply use a calculator, key in the number minus 4 minus 3. So you will be able to get minus 7 straight away. Yeah, so hopefully with these 6 questions, I have given you some of the basics that how can you simplify algebraic expression. And these 6 questions, these are the very basic that I think all of you must know how to simplify. If you can understand these 6 questions, you can almost able to simplify any other types of algebraic expressions. So with this, I hope you find this video useful. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye.